Everything's ready, right? Let's do it. Point of return. Finish Act 3. Time to go home achievement. Final day. This is it. Say goodbye to them all? What? Are they coming with us? We gotta say goodbye to 4 of them. We haven't got to say goodbye to the botanist. Why are we not saying goodbye to him? I mean, his quest is still open, right? So technically, he's probably gonna, when we get up there. So they're in the sarcophagus where they're gonna be hiding, right? So he's probably gonna have one final chat with him, and he's gonna try to convince you again to let him swap with you, right? Which, you know what? We're not gonna do that. He wants to boink Lena. No, he can go and do his own fucking Lena. If you notice, look, there's 5 now. Because we let the scientist stay, it took away one of the pods.
So, this is it. Have a safe trip and see you on the other side. Thanks for helping me deal with my regrets and everything. What would I ever do without you, man?
We're gonna have to stay away from each other back on Earth, huh?
Probably. Unless I introduce you as my long-lost twin.
Yeah, right.
It's been a ride, huh?
Tell me about it. I'll see you around, brother.
Thanks for sticking around, buddy.
So, this is it, huh? Real life awaits.
You excited?
Excited, terrified, everything at once. But whatever happens, I know the bond between people can overcome the most improbable obstacles. So you don't have to worry about our friendship.
Uh-huh.
I'm not worried. Take care out there. The world is your oyster.
I won't let ourselves down.
Take care in there. I'm glad you joined us for the ride.
What can I say? It was an honor. Meeting you made me realize how fragile and unpredictable a man's fate can be.
Why is he not looking us in the eye when he's talking to us?
Thanks for inspiring me to be more brave in the future. It's good to know that I have it in me.
You sure do. All right. Let's head for the unknown. Again.
I think it's gonna be the weirdest though, is what is this dude gonna do on Earth? You know what I mean? It's like the lost caveman. Ugh. Yawn.
You, TR, buckle up and, yawn.
Yawn. TR.
Yeah. TR. That's you.
Yawn. TR. Dolsky.
Oh, shit. Hey, that's a serious name, TR. Looking forward to reading your book.
Good. Bye, yawn.
Oh, he's learning
I'll
words.
see you on the other side, buddy. All right, so this is it. Yup. It's just the 2 of us left. Did you think about it?
Hey, I'll let one
Proposition.
last opportunity to make to change your mind.
You really meant it. I did. And I still do. I know it's crazy, but show me something that hasn't been lately.
What do you say?
Right to the very last minute, he wants to boink Lena. Yeah, I've got our save tag, so this could technically be a different ending we could look at, right? But I can, right? For our the main playthrough, we
I can't give up my life for you. I don't think I'm that selfless. Sure. I understand. I'd probably do the same thing if I were you. Well, in that case, good luck whatever happens. I hope your new life doesn't let you down. Same to you, buddy. I'll make sure you get a chance to find your own happiness. Thanks, man.
I totally expect that somehow he will find a way he'll find a way to get to her, you know what I mean? So we gotta shut the door behind us, because if they come up here looking for the Rapidium, they can fucking see it back in there, right?
Jan, Agatha here. Our people are about to land. Did you prepare everything as we discussed?
Maybe. But I have some questions I'd like to ask you before we proceed with this plan.
I know you've been talking to Lena.
You do? Yeah. I know you do.
I thought we had a deal. No more secrets. Do you really think you can pull one over on me?
Looks like you're trying to pull one over on me. Why are you sending an armed squadron to fetch a solitary castaway?
Oh. So you expect me to explain myself to you now? After everything that's happened, I must say that's cheeky. But I will indulge you. The team is armed because this is a Rapidium retrieving mission, Jan. And the corporation will protect its assets with whatever means available. Now, I don't know what you and your ex have been discussing so fervently on an unauthorized channel, but I would like you to listen to me very carefully. Whatever you might be thinking of doing, you must understand that your time of breezy irresponsibility is coming to an end. You are heading back to society, where certain rules and laws apply. In this world, every decision you make has consequences. And not just for you. Take Lena, for example. Her career, so promising. It would indeed be a shame were it to be cut short by criminal charges.
Oh, what a threat.
What? Hey, Lena has nothing to do with this.
Of course she doesn't. As long as everything goes as planned. But, if the mission is compromised, I'm afraid the Disciplinary Commission will have no choice but to investigate her involvement thoroughly. I can't imagine you'd possibly value a bunch of quantum-projected reflections of yourself more than your real, loving wife. Because that would be very narcissistic. The corporation owes them nothing. You owe them nothing. They do not exist for real, and you know that. Because you're a grown man, Jan Dolsky, not a child who believes in fantasies. Smuggle them on board the ship as you were told, and do not attempt a single thing we haven't agreed on. Once you take off, your nightmare will be over, and there will be no more than ghosts to you. You'll forget your worries. Everything is different in the light of day. And of course, I can't wait to have a blast with you at our press conference.
Uh-huh. Okay. Final decision. Meet the rescue team. So we've got the sleeping gas to put somewhere, right? In the ship to... I'm guessing you're putting it in their ship, aren't you? You're putting it in the rescue ship, right?
So, this is it. Thanks for saving my life. And being a home for me.
What a ship looks like.
For us.
this is where like the anomalies just killed them while they were walking over there, right? Because of course they don't know about the anomalies. Their guns aren't going to do shit, are they?
Jan Dolsky? This is the Allied Corp Rescue Squadron at your service, sir.
Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? Praising us for getting here on time. You made it, Dolsky. And we couldn't believe the brief when we read it. How are you feeling, big guy?
What can I tell you? I'm running on empty.
No wonder, buddy. It's a miracle you're still alive. Operating that base, getting into the other side of the planet, collecting Repedium, all on your freaking own. Yet we've been having heated debates about how you managed it.
Uh-huh.
All I can say is that I'm a man of many talents.
Humble and honest. I like that. You better prepare to be the talk of the town. Anyway, you must be beaten. Get that gritty ass of yours on the ship while we run a final checkup on that CP unit. All right, boys and girls. Let's go retrieve some Allied Corp assets.
Alright, so this is where we're going to go on and put the sleeping gas in, right? So technically this is where, if you would have put the explosives, they would have...
Repedium loaded first.
And they're going to cut the Repedium stuff.
Scanning for contamination.
And then they're going to go on the ship, right?
Hey, there's something strange about this one. It's heavier. And the bioscanner readings.
Contamination?
I don't know. Organic traces.
Wait, what?
Dolsky, did you have a cat that climbed into a Repedium arc or anything?
What are you talking about? That's impossible.
Well, we got something in here. Any explanation you can give me?
The only explanation I can give you is that we've got a lot of Repedium in there. Whatever else your equipment is detecting, I don't think it matters much. And I'm sure there'll be experts on the ground to analyze it properly back on Earth.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Our job is to bring back the goods, not overthink it. It's not like we're going to leave part of the cargo behind. The bosses would kill us.
What do we do with the readings, sir? You want me to report them?
We'll do that once we're airborne. Just make sure those containers are sealed tight. You'll get a proper checkup when we land. We gotta clear the base and get out of here. On the double now.
Yes, if you had the explosives, they would be going in the base now, and they'd get blown up, right? And like, if we didn't have that puzzle piece, so that we had that other extra like optimism option, they might have found out. And we've got to go find somewhere to put the poison, don't we? It looks like the back of a cutlass.
All right, we're in. Heading to secure the quantum core.
This would be where it would go boom if we had the explosives in there, right?
You guys take a look around.
Not the sleeping answers to it.
Goes nothing.
That's a lot of personal stuff for one guy. Oh, please, can you focus on more important assets than Dolsky's on the way? We ain't got all day.
Yes, sir. Heading to the research lab and we should be done.
You set up a research lab, huh? What a guy.
Yeah, we've been there for like 8 weeks or so. Should so basically we got see having the options is here. It's cool. We've got 2 options now. We can actually do without him. We're gonna let him help, right? We decided to use the sleeping gas and let Lucas help us. We're gonna do that. So we do have the option of not using the gas, and we've also got an option of here's different outcomes to our ending. But we're gonna stick with Lucas, like we agreed. Maybe if we let Lucas help, he'll take part of, part of the blame of the ship getting stolen will be on him, not us, right? I mean, we'll pass the blame on him.
Come on.
Quantum core secured. All good on our side too.
Come on.
All right, let's get the hell out of here before we get fried.
Made it. Lucas takes care of everything now.
I hope so, otherwise they're gonna all go asleep and he's gonna get fried by the sun. I didn't know they floated. That's it. Choice is made.
Up here. Was this path just a random sequence of events? Now I know that there's always another way. I've made my choices. Wherever I go, they will be a part of me.
We're back on Earth. Is this us or is this going to be someone else?
Good
Okay.
news on the food front, as another Rapidium food factory has been announced to open next month. This time not by a big corporation, but a small startup aiming at producing low-cost, high-quality products for everyone. It's the first time a company from outside the Big Six has taken Rapidium from research to production. And experts have no doubt that this is only the start of a bigger process.
Having these smaller companies who got their share of Rapidium entering the market is great news. Let's remember that those startups have big ambitions. They want to be innovative, think outside the box. And their priority is not to boost their stock prices, but to make their mark in the industry. I'm sure more will follow to create a competitive environment, and in the long run, Rapidium-grown food will become much cheaper and more available to everyone.
We got a call.
More on that subject in our business segment right after the break.
Hello?
Hey, Jan, it's Sarah. Ready for court? The driver's on his way.
Court.
I've been stuck in this apartment for months. I'm excited to go anywhere. Even if it is my own trial.
Right. Just stick to the version we discussed, okay?
You mean Ally Corp's version?
That's exactly what I mean. No mention of any illegal experiments up there, and you can count on leniency.
Illegal experiments.
Listen, I don't know the details of what went on, and I don't have to know. But we should be glad Ally Corp is willing to turn a blind eye on what you did. Steering their ship into a goddamn desert.
Yeah, well, they got their Rapidium.
That's right. And the Rapidium spin is all they care about. For now. They could stop being so generous if you don't play along. So just go with their story that you lost it up there.
That's your recommendation, as my lawyer.
It makes sense, doesn't it? A man stranded on a hostile planet after losing his whole crew, all alone for so long.
Temporary insanity, huh?
It's a valid strategy.
Uh-huh.
Except it's not true.
As much as I respect your idealism, I have to remind you that this case is not about establishing the truth. It's about giving Ally Corp what they want and getting you a lenient sentence.
Okay. So, how did the morning hearings go?
Your mission controller testified first, Lucas Pena.
Oh.
He took full responsibility for hijacking the ship, said you had nothing to do with it.
Does that mean he's in trouble?
What do you think? He wasn't working for Ally Corp anymore when he did it. He just hacked into their systems like a regular crook.
Wow. So yeah, he's taking part of the blame.
Poor Lucas. I should have kept him out of this.
If it's gonna make you feel any better, he seemed quite happy about it. Said he was glad he could play a role in something finally. I think that's how he phrased it. Anyway, that's taking a lot off your shoulders. So, all things considered, I'm not expecting the court to be that hard on you. Provided, of course, that you don't upset the corporation.
And go along with their narrative. So we're still hoping I can avoid prison altogether?
I'd say home confinement is within our reach. A year, perhaps? 18 months tops?
Okay.
That's not bad.
Right. What about the other hearing?
Elena?
Lena? She stuck to everything we discussed. No surprises there.
Okay.
Well, maybe except for one moment at the end when she pointed out that this was not just any mission for you. And how she witnessed you facing those struggles all by yourself and emerging a changed, better man out of it all.
Really? Those her words?
Yeah. Not exactly a game changer considering the scandal surrounding her exit from Ally Corp, but it's something.
How is she handling it? Being fired like that?
Well, it wasn't nice, but at least they didn't press charges for sabotaging their database or whatever it was that she did.
Right. They simply didn't want anyone to find out how and why she helped me.
What matters to us is that she testified in your favor.
It means a lot to me that she's still rooting for me, despite everything.
You'll be allowed to talk to her after the trial. I know she wants to meet. For now, why don't we
Corpos,
focus
DNA.
on your testimony? Let's go through it one more time.
Yeah, no need to do that. My driver just arrived. I should go now.
The driver can wait. Are you absolutely sure you've got this? Your future depends on it.
I know. Don't worry. I'm ready to face it.
Yeah, so we've taken this route where we're trying to save the alters, so we can't really, we can't say, we've got to stick with a company line, otherwise we might end up outing them, right? Wait, what? Coded? We got a coded message. Are they postcards from the other yarns? That'd be awesome if it was. Yeah, I mean right now, right? If we kind of start telling the truth now, then they might not stay okay, right? Finish the game with the help of the corporation. Well, shit. Credits! GG. That wasn't GG. That was good. That was really good. Very, very different. Very different. with many, many kind of like purposely tough choices, right? I'm guessing the postcards that we saw were from the altars, right? There were 4, weren't there? There were 4 postcards, and we had 4 dudes. Oh, there's 5 altogether, wasn't there? There's 4 dudes that came back with us in the thing, plus the Tabula Rasa, TR, the caveman who couldn't write. So we got a one from each. But the email, I wonder if the email potentially was. Do you think somehow that could have been an email from the scientist? Or maybe that was TR sending us an email, just typing gobbledygook because he can't speak. You know what I mean? I mean, the email could have been from him, right? Because he can't send a postcard, right? But he could jabber on the keyboard a bit, maybe. Yeah, it looks like from how that finished there, it looks like there's you got multiple paths, right? And each of the paths has like multiple routes. You've either got the two main paths. You've got Maxwell's path, where you're helping him, and you're kind of like using like the brain tissue to try to cure them, or you've got the implant path, where that one they're actually, it looks like they're gone free at the end. So at the end of the day, they're free, they're safe. The other path, I don't know if that's how it would end up, but the other path, I would imagine, if you went the route of Maxwell, you would end up, they would have ended up in a lab somewhere, right? They wouldn't have gone free, would it? They'd be in a lab. They'd be like being tested on by Maxwell, because we know what we found out what the fuck he was doing. He was trying to do good things, but he was experimenting, right? So, yeah. Yeah, so we got. I think, if you think about it, we probably got as about as good as outcome as we could got. We don't know how long maybe we'll see some stuff post credits, but I don't know how long we're actually going to be going down for. But we're going down for it, right? We're obviously going to get some time. If they following the complete line and just saying, hey, we were mad or something.
Surprisingly common ground, feeling nothing more than regret.
But the cast, I mean, yeah. We got one dude pretty much doing most things.
In quantum state, now won't remain unspoken. The clock is unwound, the choice is unsound, could now reopen. What if I gotta spend a day with you again? Of all the things that
there must have been some like mammothly long job for the voice actor, right? Because he obviously had to do the voice acting for 10 different characters. You got 8 different Yarns, plus the caveman, and plus the regular dude, right? Each of them giving each of them a slightly different accent.
On the path I left behind, I've been roaming with no guiding light, but I'm no longer left all by myself. Together we can win this fight. Things that we lost, the personal cost, are they really gone forever? We're not gonna fail, we need to prevail and sail together. And though it seems now anything could be undone, would you be really missing things if they were never truly gone? If I could take another turn,
that was good,
my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today, oh, if I could take us somewhere now, let us win this race against the sun and find a place where we could hide.
Yeah, we kept them safe. I don't know what happened to them. And we saw some there was a bunch of postcards on the desk that were like said J and J, right? So I'm guessing it means like Jan and Yard, right? So like, or J2J. So they're probably postcards from each postcard was from a different one of the altars, I think, but we don't know for sure. But I assume they are, right? This outcome, they stayed safe. Now, if we would have not knocked out the rescue crew, they probably wouldn't have been safe, right?